What's going on, everybody? This is going to be the start of my series of setting up your Hydra OneLaser machine. So I've got the Hydra 13 right here behind me, and so part number one is going to be getting the laser unboxed. So hang on tight. So with every crate and every shipping thing, they're always a little bit different. So we're going to get a close look. This one here, you've got little brackets here that are screwed in, but everything else is staples. So we're going to have to pry some of this off because that's all staples there. But yeah, on each corner, we've got some of these brackets. So no big deal. We're going to go ahead, unzip those, and start prying things off. We will start with the top when we go to pry, and then we'll start working on the sides one at a time, just to make sure that we are not dropping too much stuff all at once. So we'll go like one side here, so that side can stay up. So let's get started. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's take a peek. And that box is pretty much all machine. So, yeah, and they got a toolbox, water chiller, and our air ducting, some other little nuggets in there. But yeah, this thing is full of machine. So let's get this top off, and then we'll start working on the sides. All right, so now we got the front part of the crate off. You see the front of the machine. So really, I just went around with a pry bar and hammer. Reminds them a sledge, but yeah, there are staples that go along all the edges and then across these cross beams. I mean, these cross beams are there to try and keep the machine safe with some foam padding underneath them. So good on OneLaser, trying to protect things. But yeah, lots of staples. So go through, wedge that open, pull that down. Now we'll get this side off and start making a plan to actually get the machine off of the pallet. All right, so now we've got pretty much all the sides off. I've got this one that's just kind of stuck because I'm running out of room here on the side. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get the accessories out of the way, moved off to the side. We'll get this panel off. And what I'm probably going to try and do, because I'm trying to make this something that you could do by yourself. This is kind of made a ramp, so I'll probably try and reinforce either with the other walls, nail them together underneath, or even with the cross members and go ahead and put supports underneath here. So that way you could just roll the machine down off of this pallet. Because one thing I do really like that OneLaser did is they gave you some pretty good casters. So if you look under here, like you have some actual wheels underneath this machine. So you raise the legs and these wheels are really nice. So should be able to roll pretty easy off of here. So that's up next. All right, so I got my garage open so we can start making a plan to actually get this thing. I'll have to roll it down, out, onto my driveway, and then clean things up, put it back in. But need to go and take all the blocking off of the feet here so that way it will be freed up and ready to move. And we're gonna go from there and build our ramp to actually have it come down. All right, to give you an idea of what has gone on so far, we have freed the foot, raised it up, and now unlocked the wheels. So it's ready to roll. And I've taken all of the side panels and the top and stacked them. So I've got side panels kind of stacked on top of each other, the front and back panels stacked on top, side panels kind of crisscrossed over the top, with the top of the crate all the way hanging over. So that hangs out just a little bit So it's going to kind of ramp down as we roll this off. But pretty much ready to go. And I'll get a couple of helpers to just help roll this down safely. It will probably push through in a couple of spots, but I did put some extra like scrap material under here, some plywood material, just to add some extra rigidity kind of in the areas where the wheels are going to go. So right there, right there. But yeah, so we're going to try and just roll it down and then onto the driveway, clean things up, roll it back in. All right, so we are off the crate. It did go slow. It pushed through in some spots, which is okay, but it wasn't a big bang falling to the floor. So it's off, sitting here in the driveway. We're gonna go ahead and clean all this up and then get it back in the garage. So just wanted to show this. So that top layer kind of had the wheels pushed through, but the layers underneath were pretty much still fully solid. I did just set an extra piece of 3/4 material underneath this, just kind of in strips because I had them sitting around. But yeah, so layering this stuff up worked pretty well. And I just had some blocking, and it's basically the cross members from above that I was able to lay out and then kind of stack material so that way it kind of ramped down. But worked out pretty well. And I mean, it is the Hydra 13, so it's a pretty big machine. I mean, the shipping stuff said it was about 1,000 pounds, but granted that's with the crate. So, but yeah, worked pretty well for just 2 people doing this. Now I had my wife, which she was kind of hiding behind, pushing, and then me just kind of helping guide it back. So that way we made sure it didn't run away and it wasn't basically just falling through. All right, now the Hydra 13 is safely on the ground. Obviously, there are other ways that you could go about unloading a machine like this. If you have something like a tractor or skid steer with forks or a forklift, you could easily just lift the machine off the crate and be done with it. You could also use a couple of gentlemen or women and lift one end down, roll it, and lift the other end down off the crate. And that's if you have enough people. So there's obviously multiple ways to get this done. And this is just the way that I decided to make it happen. It seemed pretty easy to me, making a ramp. Granted, you do have kind of a thinner spots with the material that the crate is made out of. The wheels push through, and that's okay as long as you've got enough layers there to kind of catch it as it kind of pushes through. But I hope that this video was helpful, and stay tuned for the next videos in the series to help you get your machine set up. If you are looking to buy a OneLaser machine, whether it is the X series or the Hydra or whatever series are coming out in the future, you can use the code LaserGuys to get an additional discount and also to support me and my partners from Edmunds Woodshop and Wright's Woodworks. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.